Peace and blessings, family. My name is Jeanette, Mama Net, in our Umi Tribe Homeschool Pan-African resource. I wanted to jump on here and share a little video. One of the things that we incorporate within our lessons, aside from history, culture, number awareness, letter sounds, reading, storytelling, music, song, movement, yoga, meditation, and on top of all of that, right? What we do for our 2.5 to 4-year-olds is incorporate some lessons that promote practical life skills. And we borrow from Montessori method. Yeah, we brought books. So we borrow from the Montessori method, and I really appreciate the parts of this method that promotes independence.
Yeah, a book.
Yes, this is one of our books when we talk about history and culture. One of our books about Mansa Musa. All right, so that's Jabari. He is 3. He'll be 4 at the end of September. I really enjoy the Montessori method because it does promote independence and practical life skills. It promotes order, patience, and all of that. And so we decided to incorporate some of this stuff, and part of it includes dressing up, right? Dressing yourselves, putting on your own coat, lacing, buttoning, zippering, all that kind of stuff. Jabari wants to show another book, which is this one. Who's this about? Marcus Garvey. Good job. Thank you for sharing. All right, so take care of the books, please. Put them away properly. All right, so what I want to do right here is show you how we created dress frames. And you can buy them, right? But you can also make them. And I found a really, really cool way to make Montessori dress frames. And here we go, another book about Mansa Musa. I am Mansa Musa, King of Kings. Thank you. All right, so Jabari is really excited about showing our culturally relevant books. So yeah, let's get right into it. And I just want to show you with a couple of materials that you can find within thrift stores, dollar stores, and Home Depot for a staple gun. You could definitely do this at home, do this on your own. And this is a book called Mr. Wrinkles. We're going to read that one. All right. He's super excited about his books. So, about our books. Our new books. All right. So, and I mean, let me just give you a side note, surround the children with literature, surround them with books that reflect themselves, that also give them words of power and inspiration. This one here is African Animals ABC. So we really didn't intend to make this all about books, but I went to the thrift store and I found these books, and this one, all these books that some of these books that we're showing cost $1.50. Like, you could totally build a library in your home, specific for our children at thrift stores. You just got to take your time and look through stuff, right? So a few of these books that he's showing I got on Amazon, and a few others we picked up at the thrift store. Basically, we want to provide children with stories that they can connect to, that they can see themselves and all of that goodness, right? And then we're also learning to tell time. So Jabari wants to show it's all about time. It's about time, excuse me. This book says it's about time. So we're going to learn more about reading the clock, how to tell time. We started learning how to tell time to the hour. And this is for our 2.5 to 4-year-olds. And once you know how to count, you could just apply that principle to reading a clock. Okay? And this one we already had, Jamaica Tag Along. About sharing, about brother-sister relationships, about being nice, about taking care of our younger friends and including them in our activities. Here's the book. This is totally going a different way, but what can I do? It's Jabari's show. What can I say? All right, so let's get right into it so I can show you real quick what you can do with some dollar store materials, some thrift store finds, and a staple gun to make dress frames. Last one. Africa Calling, Nighttime Falling. Yay! Here you go. Thank you. That's another one we found at the thrift store. Jabari had one more book he needed to share called Calm Mindfulness for Kids. All right, activities to help you learn to live in the moment. All right, here we go with the tutorial. All right, so here we go. This is our canvas. It's 8 by 10, and we're gonna use it in this fashion with a shorter end on top, and we're going to be using this sweater. So you button up the sweater or the shirt, whatever you're going to use, you button it first and find the center. Find the center where it's equal all around, and also that it tries to cover the top part with leaving some slack at the bottom so the children have the experience of opening the whole shirt. Once you have it there in the center, once you have it there in the center, you kind of hold it in place and flip it, okay? And again, check that it's in the center. This one is a little tricky because of the buttons that it has, okay? But press it down as best as you can. And then while you press the canvas down, pull a little bit on the edge of the sweater or shirt that you're using. This is where your staple gun comes in to play. I like to start in the middle, right? And watch, oh, be careful, Jabari. And watch that you get it on the frame of the canvas. Then I like to go down at the end. And again, watch that you get it right on the frame of the canvas so you don't go through your canvas. And then pull at the top and staple. All right, so now that we have one side done, we're just gonna go ahead and flip it over for the sake of the video, right? And move the hoodie out of the way. And I stapled one already, so you wanna pull a little bit, not too tight. So you wanna get the middle first, and then I like to go to the bottom. Make sure you're stapling on the canvas, and then come to the top corner. I mean, it's really simple once you get on it. Here's a little slack or a little extra material, so I want to staple that down. Okay, so that part is done. So usually for the sleeve, there's like this little area at the top that I like to staple down. Just gonna turn this, maybe you can still see it, right? See this little piece right here? I like to staple that down just because it helps. And what I may do is just staple these in this way, because this is a smaller sweater. I think this is a 12-month sweater. All right, so let's come on one side first. Staple the sleeve down here. These are dollar store canvases, so be careful not to cut through or put too much pressure on it. All right, so let's go ahead and staple down the sleeves. I'm on this side, so it really doesn't matter. I'm gonna just staple this one down and try to keep it behind the frame because it's just more aesthetically pleasing, right? And I'm gonna do both sides. Oops, see, I messed up right there. I totally missed the wood of the frame, or the canvas frame. We'll do that one over. I'm gonna just, oh, do I need to add more staples to mine? Yep, sure do. All right, so let's add some more. And I always have to think, okay, how does this go in again? Yep, you just drop in and seal it. You saw that? So let me just do that again. I'm gonna snap it open, pull this out, right? And you just drop the staples right in and close. All right, so let's try that again. Stapling down the sleeve and watching that we don't staple over another staple, right? Get onto the frame and watch your fingers. Boom. And then now the other end, because it's just better. Thank you. All right, so we're gonna flip to go onto the other side and just give it just a little pull. And I'm gonna just get the other side of the sleeve because it just works. Perfect. All right, so now what to do with this hoodie, right? Because the hoodie is like all up in the way. So you could style it some kind of way so that the hoodie is still there but not in the way. So I probably will do something like that, hold it and flip it, and then from the back side, I'm gonna see how this is gonna work because this is like a lot of layers already. I'm gonna try to staple it on one corner, maybe down here. Can you see that? Yeah. So staple it here. And did it? Nope, it didn't catch. I'm gonna try that again. So this is where it could be a little tricky when you have too many layers. So I might just go higher up because we have the sleeve there. It's too much going on. So I'm just gonna go higher above where the sleeve is not, just to secure the hoodie down. And yep, that worked. And the same on the other side. Okay. You know, just kind of give a little aesthetic. Thank you. And there's no staple here. There's not too many layers. You could kind of play with it. I mean, I'm getting a little bit of trouble, but it's really not that complicated. And you see I still have a little space if we really want it. And, you know, it shows that it is a hoodie. Get you a good look, okay? So when you're teaching this, you want to sit on the dominant side. So let's say if you're a righty, you sit on the right side of your child, and you know, you just go through it yourself. And I'm like on the side of it, so it's probably a little awkward. You know, you just teach them exactly how to go about it. So this one is just sliding out of the hook. I forget what you call these. But I think it's a good skill because you have to get the button inside this hole, and it has 3 of them. That's enough practice. The added benefit of this one in particular is Velcro, which also is in this sweater. I would have liked one skill at a time, but Velcro is not a tricky thing. And they're familiar with Velcro with their sneakers. So there we go. We opened it. You see the sweater is open. Then they can lay it down. Match the Velcro first. So every Velcro, any particular activity you're showing, you know, you just teach according to that particular item or material, right? And then you hook back in. Have them use their pointer and their thumb, open the hole, slide in. Okay, so that's that for this particular one. And I have another frame to use. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with this particular frame as yet. At this point, we have 2 zipper dress frames. I like to find another button one, and I do have another one, but it's a size 7, so it's kind of too big, really. This one was a girl size 3T, and our children are around that age, you know, 2.5 to 4. So, you know, they snap, they work it out, and of course the one we just did. So I think the next one that I'll be working on will be this sweater, because the buttons are a little bigger than this frame. And this frame again was made with the needle point frame, and I think it's the smallest one. Well, no, I think they have smaller ones, but this one was like $1.99 at Hobby Lobby. You know, we bought like 4 of them. I used 2. I'm not sure if I'm going to be using these other 2 because I like the rectangular frames better. It resembles the Montessori frames more than these, but these are cute. You know, I think when the children master these type of buttons, they can move on to smaller ones because it will be more like their shirt, right? Yeah, so this will be the next one. Okay, family, so that is that. Okay, you can go to the potty. Thank you for telling me. Great job. If this served you, if you tried it, let us know how it went for you and how the practice serves your children, right? How do they do? And yeah, that's basically it. If you like us to show you any other videos, anything else from our experiences, from our lessons, please do not hesitate to let us know. And that's a wrap. So be well, be in peace and harmony, and happy homeschooling. Peace.